The 20th century witnessed two devastating global conflicts, World War I and World War II. These wars left an indelible mark on history, shaping the geopolitical landscape and leading to unprecedented technological advancements in warfare. From the trenches of Europe to the Pacific theater, millions of lives were lost, and nations were forever changed. World War I, also known as the Great War, raged from 1914 to 1918. It primarily involved European powers, but eventually drew in nations from across the globe. World War II erupted just 2 decades later, in 1939, and lasted until 1945. The war's conclusion ushered in the atomic age and set the stage for the Cold War. Understanding their causes, consequences, and legacies is crucial for comprehending the complexities of the modern world. World War I arose from a complex interplay of factors simmering for decades in Europe. Nationalism fueled rivalries and territorial disputes among nations. Coupled with a surge in militarism, nations engaged in an arms race, expanding their armies and navies. A tangled web of alliances further exacerbated tensions. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand by a Serbian nationalist in Sarajevo on June 28, 1914, provided the spark that ignited the powder keg. Austria-Hungary, with German support, issued an ultimatum to Serbia, leading to war on July 28, 1914. The alliance system swung into action, dragging Germany, Russia, France, and Great Britain into the conflict within days. The Treaty of Versailles, intended to ensure lasting peace after World War I, instead sowed the seeds for another global conflict. The treaty imposed harsh punishments on Germany, fueling resentment and economic instability. The rise of totalitarian regimes in Germany, Italy, and Japan further destabilized the international order. Adolf Hitler's Nazi Party in Germany, Benito Mussolini's Fascist Party in Italy, and the militaristic government in Japan promoted aggressive nationalism and expansionist ambitions. Hitler defied the Treaty of Versailles by rebuilding Germany's military and annexing Austria in 1938. Appeasement by Britain and France only emboldened Hitler. On September 1, 1939, Germany invaded Poland, plunging the world into another devastating war. World War I was characterized by brutal trench warfare, resulting in some of the deadliest battles in human history. The Battle of the Somme, fought in 1916, exemplified the horrors of this new type of warfare. British and French forces launched a massive offensive against German lines, hoping to achieve a breakthrough. The battle raged for months, with both sides suffering staggering casualties for minimal territorial gains. On the first day of the battle alone, the British Army suffered over 57,000 casualties. Another infamous engagement was the Battle of Verdun, also fought in 1916. German forces launched a massive assault on the French fortress city of Verdun, aiming to bleed France white. These battles left an enduring mark on the consciousness of a generation, highlighting the futility and brutality of modern warfare. World War II, a global conflict of unprecedented scale, witnessed pivotal battles that shaped the war. The Battle of Stalingrad from August 1942 to February 1943 was a turning point in Europe. German forces faced fierce resistance from Soviet troops. The German defeat marked the limit of their advance in the east. The Battle of Midway in June 1942 was decisive in the Pacific. US forces, aided by code-breaking, sank 4 Japanese carriers. D-Day, June 6, 1944, began the liberation of Western Europe. The largest amphibious invasion in history, D-Day established a foothold in France. World War I witnessed the advent of new technologies and tactics that revolutionized warfare, often with devastating consequences. The machine gun, capable of firing hundreds of rounds per minute, greatly increased the firepower of defensive positions. Trench warfare, a defining feature of the war, emerged as a result, leading to protracted stalemates and heavy casualties. Artillery, both large-caliber guns and smaller mortars, played a significant role in shaping the battlefields of World War I. These weapons could rain down explosive shells on enemy positions from miles away, inflicting heavy casualties and disrupting enemy movements. Poison gas, introduced in 1915, added a new level of horror to the battlefield. These technological advancements transformed warfare, resulting in unprecedented levels of destruction and loss of life. World War II witnessed a further escalation in the development and deployment of advanced weaponry, transforming the nature of combat. Submachine guns, such as the German MP-40 and the American Thompson submachine gun, revolutionized urban warfare. Tanks, first deployed in World War I, underwent significant advancements in World War II, becoming faster, more heavily armed, and decisive weapons on the battlefield. The development of long-range bombers enabled strategic bombing campaigns targeting enemy industrial centers and infrastructure. The atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945 marked a turning point in human history, demonstrating the devastating power of nuclear weapons. The advent of the tank in World War I marked a significant turning point in military technology, introducing a new dimension to warfare. The British Mark I tank, first deployed in 1916, was a lumbering behemoth designed to break the stalemate of trench warfare. Armed with machine guns and cannons, the Mark I could traverse difficult terrain and crush barbed wire defenses. Another notable tank of World War I was the French Renault FT, a lighter and more maneuverable tank than its British counterpart. The Renault FT featured a revolving turret, allowing it to engage targets in different directions. These early tanks demonstrated the potential of armored warfare, signaling the beginning of a new era in military history. World War II witnessed the maturation of tank warfare, with tanks playing a pivotal role in shaping the outcome of battles. The German Panzer IV, a medium tank renowned for its reliability and firepower, became a workhorse of the German armored forces. The American M4 Sherman tank, while not as heavily armed or armored as some of its German counterparts, compensated with its reliability, ease of maintenance, and adaptability. Produced in vast numbers, the Sherman tank played a crucial role in the Allied victory in Europe. The Soviet T-34 tank, often hailed as one of the finest tanks of World War II, combined excellent mobility, firepower, and sloped armor. Its powerful gun and robust design made it a formidable opponent on the battlefield. These tanks demonstrate the evolution of armored warfare during World War II, highlighting the importance of tank design and deployment in modern warfare. The skies above the battlefields of World War I witnessed the birth of aerial combat as airplanes transformed from fragile observation platforms into deadly weapons of war. The German Fokker-Doctor triplane, flown by the legendary Manfred von Richthofen, the Red Baron, became an icon of the war. Its distinctive three-wing design provided exceptional maneuverability, making it a formidable opponent in dogfights. The British Sopwith Camel, another iconic fighter aircraft of World War I, was known for its agility and firepower. These early aircraft, while primitive by modern standards, captured the imagination of the world, ushering in a new era of aerial warfare. The daring exploits of fighter pilots became the stuff of legend, forever etching their names in the annals of military history. World War II saw the skies filled with diverse aircraft, each playing a crucial role. The British Supermarine Spitfire, renowned for its speed and maneuverability, became a symbol of British resilience. The German Messerschmitt Bf 109 was the backbone of the Luftwaffe. The North American P-51 Mustang gained a reputation as one of the best all-around fighter aircraft. These aircraft showcase the technological advancements in aviation during World War II. The World Wars, despite their devastating consequences, left lasting impacts and spurred numerous innovations. The wars led to the redrawing of national boundaries, the collapse of empires, and the rise of new superpowers. The Treaty of Versailles laid the groundwork for the League of Nations, the precursor to the United Nations. The wars also spurred technological advancements in aviation, medicine, communication, and computing. Radar, jet engines, antibiotics, and early computers were all products of wartime research and development. The horrors of the wars led to the creation of international institutions and conventions aimed at preventing future atrocities and promoting human rights. The World Wars serve as stark reminders of the human cost of conflict and the importance of diplomacy, cooperation and understanding.